All right, Gemini. So I just realized, and I feel like that's going to be the title of your reading. I just realized. So if you notice, in Taurus's reading yesterday, there was a lot of things that were a little different. First, that reading was supposed to be on Patreon. It was on YouTube. Then I pulled out like a different segment of energy, which was like my ETs. I think I put out astrology also. So I put out extraterrestrials, and then I also put out astrology. I don't really do that in crow call messages. You know, I don't do the mix. So, and then what was coming out in Taurus's energy was more about like history and like things that you weren't aware of about your connections, your bloodline, your DNA. And then it was like a lot of information, and that's usually what happens when you go back in history. It's a lot of information. All right. And then Gemini, here we are with you. I'm getting like a realization. I just realized, like, so that energy, it was a little delayed because Taurus can delay energy. It's slow. And we had the Hangman coming out twice. So there was an understanding, a realization that was occurring, but it's just now being realized, okay, within your energy or mentally at this time. So it's like, I feel I've been getting like a lot of Akashic Records energy. I feel like people are just like, it's kind of giving me like the wool or the shadows or the fog is being lifted. You know, it's dispersing. You're just now realizing some shit, like your history. Like these things are coming out. Like things are connecting. Your family tree is connecting. Your DNA is connecting. And again, it's not, we're talking about spirituality, so it's not going to be in an organized way like you may expect with religion, or, you know, it's not going to be like that. So what I mean by that is you're getting, pieces are coming together, but it's not going to be organized like, oh, I just got my ancestry done and they said X, Y, and Z and that's it. Nah, it's not gonna come out like that. We're talking about spirituality. It's gonna be unusual, unconventional, and it's definitely not about to be organized. So that's why I feel like you were getting overwhelmed in Taurus's energy with all this information, because it's like you may know a lot of bits and pieces about information, like, but they didn't connect. Gemini, like you're all about the details and bits and pieces. With this whole realization happening, things are connecting. And with that connection, it's like a mind-body connection. And when that fucking happens, like just example, thinking about working out, when I have a mind-body connection, your workout is on 1,000. Like your workout, you're so tuned in, tunnel vision, because you have a mind-body connect. Like they're all one. You can feel the muscle you're working. You can feel the pain and you want it too. Like it's like you become, it's like you start making love to the muscle. Like when you got a mind-body connection, I feel like with this realization, it's like connecting. And what that means spiritually, it's an activation. You are activated. And now the energy I was picking up with like a 360 perspective, or like a sphere, like you can see things 360. That's why it's happening. You are having a mind-body connection in some way. And in other words, there's just so many other ways I can put it, like also known as. So mind-body connection, this is giving me awakening vibes. This is giving me activation vibes. Whatever term you use, this is what's happening here. So what I'm like, when I say you're getting history lessons and this on that, and it may, like I gave you an example of you working out, like just the fact that you're able to connect in the gym, mind, body, that as above, so below. So it has, you in the gym has nothing to do with your family history, right? On the 3D at least, right? That's what I mean by it's not going to be organized. It's not going to be as I'm saying it. It could literally be you starting to have a mind-body connection to your work. That that should let you know energetically you're connected spiritually. You have a mind-body connection spiritually. You can basically focus. You can focus on this. You can focus on that. You can focus because you're connected. You are activated. All right. like, it's not gonna be like, I got my ancestry, I'm connected, I understand. They said I'm this percent this, and no, nah. Just like I was at work and it's something connected. Like that's how I know spiritually things were starting to connect. Ideas and things. It's like yeah, see the Ten of Cups connection. It reminds me of like the nervous system. So it's giving me Aquarius energy. You're connecting to your soul tribe. You're activated. Yep, I just saw the moon and I just talked about soul tribe. You're connected. I just saw the Four of Swords. You're connected. You're all like this. You are fucking connected. So wherever you start to notice like you're focusing more and it's like you're like, you know, that's where this activation is occurring. There's so many different ways to read energy and then correlate it to what's going on with you. Like it's so many different ways. All right, we have the Ace of Pentacles coming out reverse. We're not going to jump the gun. Yeah, just let's see. Yep, Ten of Pentacles. It's upright. So I'm going to clarify what this Ace of Pentacles reversed is, but again, this is more connection. This is about like the land, Taurus energy. Or this could be talking about Taurus energy, your beliefs, you like mentally, like mind-body connection. You are now mentally connected to your authentic beliefs, not the physical egotistic, but like, nah, you're connected to your moon, your soul, basically. So this Ace of Pentacles reversed with the Ten of Pentacles, this may be something that you don't even want anymore. Maybe this is something that you don't desire anymore. Maybe you're more so focused on Ace of Cups, Ten of Cups, you know? But we will see. Or this could just be talking about you understand your history here somehow. Yeah, High Priestess is coming out. You know. Two of Cups. Karmic to me, and then yeah, the Star card, yeah, because I was gonna say Two of Cups to me is karmic as hell, and then the Star is like a healing type of vibe. I don't really, it's kind of like when people, you can't delete your whole card, so if it's karmic here, but I do feel like you are, with this connection, it's like you're leveling up, or you're, because Aquarius rebels and breaks free from conformity, right? The Ten of Pentacles is essentially conformity. It's like, that's Capricorn energy. Aquarius rebels against that. So this is kind of like you're rebelling against, you know, you don't see value in this karmic dynamic here, and karmic family or whatever was passed down in the, like your family, like your 3D family, like, I don't know, it's just, you're rebelling against it here, and you're taking a different path. The High Priestess and the Star card takes different paths in life. Pentacle suit is earthy, it's material. And that's usually what comes out of Two of Cups situations. It's karmic. I don't give a fuck what these oracle card readers are telling you. Soulmate, no, none of that. It's karmic. So this, to me, it's with this realization, it's freeing. It's giving me freedom vibes. Aquarius, this is freedom. This is spirituality. There's no rules. There's no conditions. And so there's no towers. There's no attachments with the Devil card. There's no arguing, competition. There's no strife. There's no beef. And if there is strife or anything like that, that's a trigger and a trauma that needs to be healed. And you're more receptive to that healing because of the Star High Priestess energy. There is no being imbalanced or things being out of alignment when you choose the Star High Priestess path here. And you're coming out as Queen of Wands, or this can be King of Wands energy. This is dynasty energy. The Lions, this is dynasty. This is legacy here. This is royalty here. This is power. This is command. This is magic. This is a boss type of energy here. This is no backing down. There's no weakness. I can say a lot about the Queen of Wands, a lot of respect. with it upright here, and there's no space with this Queen of Wands. This Queen of Wands is able to fight and combat all of these energies that usually come and derive from this Two of Cups karmic situation. When you're in like that's just what it is. When you deal with Two of Cups, you're dealing with devil energy and you're not aware of it. You're dealing with multiple towers over and over again because you're not aware of it. You're dealing with a lot of competition, strife, arguing, in discord. Five of Wands when you're in Two of Cups energies. Things don't work out as you want them to. Three of Pentacles, and this is physical, materialistic, so things don't work out the way you want them to because you think you're in control and you think, you know, the earth and your materialistic bullshit, you think that's everything, and that's why it doesn't work out. There's no value here, and that's why these things fall. That's not what you have to deal with when you take the path of less traveled here. All right, like, so things are, I feel like you're becoming whole. Things are connecting because you're accepting some shit. Like you're accepting something. You're accepting yourself. You're accepting, you know, if you're getting Aquarius energy, Queen of Wands, this lets me know that, like, you've been different. You thought different. You've been different all your life, right? And you may not have that confidence before. Yep, Star card's coming out again. You're different. You're chosen. And you're realizing, this is why I've been different. This is why X, Y, and Z happened. This is why I went through what I went through. This is why, you know, you've always been different here, and the experiences that you've encountered, it was intended to bring you up and build you up to this Queen of Wands, King of Wands. This is bravery, courage. This is like war energy, like not, you know, this is like having strength. Not backing down. This is going after it. This is wand energy, new beginnings, constantly seeking new beginnings, creating paths for other people to walk upon, you know. The wand suits, the fire signs are leaders. They are the adventurers. They go to territories that most people are scared to do. You know, they carry out missions that most people are not capable of doing. I can keep going about this Queen of Wands, and I feel like I'm doing this because I feel like you didn't have this understanding before. I feel like you didn't know this about yourself before, and so I have to tell you all of your greatness. Like, I feel like you were outcasted, and I feel like you were put in situations that didn't reap any real true rewards, and I feel like you dealt with karmic situations, and they try to gaslight you and told you it was soulmate energy, and I feel like you had attachments and sexual energy. I mean, with the Star card coming out twice with the Queen of Wands, this could be you was in a King of Wands, Queen of Wands reversed at some point here. So there's definitely identity discrepancies there you were dealing with, and if you don't know who you are, this is like, if you don't stand for anything, you'll fall for anything. If you don't know who you are, somebody's definitely going to tell you who you are here. And I just feel like you're having a connection. And because of that connection, the confidence is kicking in, and it's just your power is activated. It's just, you're activated now. And the fact that I compared it to like being in the gym and having a mind, it's like those type of workouts, it's just a different reality. Like, it's a different, like, those workouts, and it's you don't hit that energy all the time when you work out. But when you do connect the way you connect, mind-body connection, when you work out, I'm just using that as an example, if some of you felt that before. You can go on for hours just completely lost at what it is you're doing. You want the pain. You want the challenge. Like, you get lost in it, struggling. You still in it. Like, there's nothing that can break you from that connection. Like, ooh, it's a different type of connection. You have a connection that's unbreakable here. So whether this is with the gym or this is crow call, so it's really spiritually. You have a very unbreakable connection here, Gemini. And it makes sense because your values were in Taurus, and those values were the all is mind, universal law. And then Gemini, here we go, talking about connection. You are connected to universal law, which lets me know you are connected to the divine, and there is no, this is an unbreakable bond. Like, you know how people get in relationships because they want someone to do something for them. You're in a relationship with the most supreme being ever. Divine force, divine energy, frequency. Whatever it is that you ask for or want or need, you don't think this energy is going to provide for you? You got people who get in relationships because they want a provider. They want this. They want to be protected. They want to be loved. They want to be feeling important and cared for. You have all of those things with a creator, the creator. Like, you know how you got gold diggers who only want to deal with the boss, the CEO, the owner of the company. This is like, you are like the wife. You are the husband of the owner of the universe. Talk about spoiled. Talk about being protected. Talk about love. Talk about protection. I already mentioned that. You got people who settle karmic energy for a human experience of the love protection. That there's flaws all up and through that shit, and they see it all the time. Hence is why they getting cheated on, dog, lied to, betrayed, not on the same page, conditions get implemented. Like, you got people trying to alchemize their own their own bond with a lower level being, and you have it with a supreme being. Talk about loyalty. Talk about unconditional love. Talk about protection. Talk about providing. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about someone nurturing you, and let's talk about intimacy, and like, you have all of this. Two of Cups trying to come out, man. It's fuck. This is what I got for you right now. I'm gonna get into this a little bit further on Patreon, but yeah. Yeah, that's funny. My video is trying to go out. It's like it's messing up. Very interesting.